Hey guys, it's the Snailmail. How's it going? I have a brutal message to deliver today. Um, it has been shown to me. It has been I guess revealed. I guess exposed that people were under the misconception that I was actually a snail. Unfortunately, that is untrue. Although I wish to be a mollusk in nature, I am not. I am a fully grown human being. It's sad, I know, but not everyone can achieve their dreams. But I did want to point out that me being just a human being is not the case either, unfortunately. You see, the true story is, many years ago, there was a rock. And this rock was me. I desperately wanted to be a snail. Growing up among the other stones and boulders, I was always just a rock, just there, hanging out, being a rock. But I never felt truly a part of the stone community, so I began my journey outwards by slowly rolling out of the sandy area that I was located in. I found myself near the edge of water, where I came across my first type of mollusk in nature. It was a hermit crab, which is more of a crustacean, but it revealed to me what I truly felt I needed to be: a snail, someone with a shell. So I came up with a brilliant plan. I waited for a very long time, and then someone eventually picked me up. Now I thought this was my opportunity, and so I waited for my chance, and I dropped into their pocket. And it was at that moment that I knew I needed to get further. So after I was in the pocket, I got to I'm not too sure where, a town of some sort, and when I got there, the person found me in their pocket, and they realized, oh, well, I don't need a rock, so they just threw it in the trash. Cut to 2 weeks later, me at the dump just trying to figure out what I can do, since, I'm a rock, I can't really do much. I can try roll a little bit, that's about it. But it was there I met a gangly looking rat who carried me over to a eavesdrop area on this one building. And this eavesdrop was where I spent the next 3 months just biding my time. Until finally, a man came out of the building. And when that happened, the shaking from him slamming the door behind him rolled me down the eavesdrop. I bounced out of the eavesdrop, bounced off a guardrail onto a stone on the cement, and when I hit the stone on the cement, his moving foot kicked me into a car wheel, which I reverberated off to, and I landed inside his jacket pocket. Now from there, he carried me all the way over to his job at the post office. And when he arrived there, as he was removing his jacket, he discovered me in his lapel pocket. And it was at this point he remarked that I must have had some sort of granite or quartz, something. A piece of my being at the time was like an ore of some sort. So he put me in an envelope and mailed me to his geologist friend. When I got to the geologists, this would probably be about 3 weeks later, because, post office takes some time. But at this point, I was the stone that got mailed to a geologist. Upon getting to the geologist, it was discovered that what the one guy had thought was quartz was really just, shiny part of rock. So the geologist didn't have any real use for me. He handed me over to the bioengineering division, and they put me in a tank filled with snails. Now you would think, oof, what a coincidence, right? But no, I believe 100% that this was fate. Now you might be wondering how I'm a person when clearly I was a rock. So, Well, the story behind me becoming a human being and not a snail is a very unfortunate series of events. You see, they were trying to turn inanimate objects into sentient beings. Unfortunately, a snail does not classify as a sentient being, so when the trials came up for the bioengineers to create a living, breathing, sentient creature, they turned a rock into a person. And that's me. I am the rock that is a person. And that's my story. I know, it's kind of anticlimactic, just bioengineering a rock that is now a sentient human being, somehow managing to have a family as well, a mother and a father and a brother. Don't ask how they come up. I'll explain that in a future video. But for now, all you need to know is that I am 100% a human being and not a snail. Alrighty guys, this has been the Snail Mail. This is the truth. My confession. I feel so much lighter now. Alrighty guys, have a good one.